Hi, everybody. It's Mark Smith again with Family Tree Brand Life Coaches. And I have a video today with the very odd title of Welcome Even Narcissistic Abuse with Laughter and Gratitude. And I know you folks out there who have experienced a fresh, brutal, shattering, think I'm maybe a little goofy for this title. Welcoming even your narcissistic abuse with laughter and gratitude. What? As I look back 3 years ago to my shattering in April of 2015, I don't remember early on a lot of laughter or a lot of gratitude. This video is a bit of a remake of a video I made in March of 2013, and it was called Invite Your Pain to Tea. I was in Chicago at a conference, and the title of the conference was From Buddha to Freud, and they were sort of comparing psychotherapy to Eastern beliefs, and one of the speakers started the conference out with a poem from the great 13th century poet Rumi. And just this week I was meeting with my lovely clients from Brussels, Belgium, who are really advanced and really insightful. And the woman in this not so couple, she remembered the name of the poem that I made reference to, and I talked about inviting your pain in, and it's called The Guesthouse by Rumi. And I'm going to read it, and then I'll commentate on this whole concept of inviting your pain, inviting even something as gruesome as narcissistic abuse in. So this is an amazing poem. It just makes me happy just thinking about it. This, being human, is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Isn't that amazing? I just think that's an amazing poem. I'm going to read it again, and then I'll just talk about it as I go through it. This, being human, is a guest house. That is so brilliant. To liken being human to a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. We never know what the morning will bring. And I think what the poet is saying is pay attention and don't edit out the bad. He says, welcome and entertain them all. the joy, and the depression. Even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. What happens when you go through narcissistic abuse? You usually get your house swept of all its furniture. There's usually some monumental relocation geographically. Still, treat each guest honorably. This wise man, Rumi, he's saying the same thing that a great therapist would tell you. Somebody who is your enlightened witness in your journey. And that is, everything that's going on in your life, pay attention and honor it. Spend time with the pain. Spend time with the lesson. Spend time with what it's trying to do in you and for you. Perhaps your house needed to be swept clean. He calls the violent sweeper, may be clearing you out for some new delight. My experience has been, I've been cleared out. I've had my furniture cleared out for a new beginning. I can't say that there's been a whole lot of new delights because everything has its challenges. Next month, family tree is going to be being swept out of furniture, and we're going to sweep into a new office, and I'm looking forward to the new beginning that comes with the sweeping out of furniture and the settling in of a new home. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. So what does that mean? Meet them at the door laughing. It means relax. The great Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, a couple of years ago, his team was 2-5, and the media was freaking out, and the fans were freaking out. And at a news conference, Aaron Rodgers said, RELAX, relax. I'm Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be okay. And then they went to the playoffs, and they had a winning record because he knew who he was. So he had confidence to laugh at adversity and to relax into it. And those of us who've gone through shattering, we go through life many times with, a dark, doomsday, fear of predatory abuse, kind of way of looking at the world, and we're always waiting for that other shoe to drop. But the poet is he's saying, meet him at the door laughing, invite him in, come on in, I got this, it's gonna be okay. So it struck me that when the poet talked about violently sweeping your house empty of furniture, that I went through a divorce. Now it'll be 10 years ago, the end of May, and we had a lovely, very large, very expensive home with a fancy swimming pool, and but that home was swept out violently of furniture. I can't believe it's been 10 years. But what happens in life is you need to work on what you need to work on. And whether it's a violent sweeping of furniture, or narcissistic abuse, or a financial tsunami, or narcissistic abuse by proxy, or marital issues, it's all an inside job. It's all self-inflicted. These narcissistic dark people in the world, they don't have the power to capture you and to mind meld you to do their bidding. You recruit them so that you can go through an experience of healing stuff within your life and heart, so that perhaps you might be prepared down the road for a new delight. So it's all good. I've been saying that for a long time. It's all good. As I look back to all the experiences of loss that I have participated in, self-inflicted upon myself, they all came with joy in the morning. They all came with a silver lining. They all came with some learning about truth, about who I am, about where I came from. And my message to you is, all is not lost, you freshly shattered people. You will love again. You will have joy again. And you can turn this experience of just unspeakable nightmare and soul murder and soul rape, you can turn it into a healing experience that eventually results in joy in the morning, or some new adventure, some new delight. I'm going to read the poem one more time, just because it's so laden with truth and with optimism. This being human is a guest house. We're just a guest house. We're not here forever. We're just passing through. Every morning there's a new visitor that comes to the guest house. It might be joy. It might be sadness, depression. It might be a meanness. You might wake up being mean. Some momentary awareness or insight or epiphany that comes from the unexpected visitor. All of my visitors that I'm talking about, they were all unexpected. Even aging, and I knew I'd get old, but I didn't know that my body would, be so different as an older man than as a younger man. And it happens so slow that you don't even recognize it. Welcome and entertain all the visitors. Welcome cancer. Welcome aging. Welcome narcissistic abuse. Welcome depression. Welcome a financial tsunami. And entertain all of them, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. Dwell with them. Don't shortchange the message that is coming from your sadness, from the heart of your soul. Treat each guest honorably. Spend time sorting yourself out. He may be clearing you out of the old so that you may have some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Tell them to chill out. Tell them to relax. Tell them it's going to be okay. Tell them you got this. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. All the bad shit that happens to us is a message. It's a guide from beyond to tell you about the nature of the world, the nature of your spouse, perhaps, the nature of yourself. And the more you know about yourself, the more you can navigate and negotiate the world with a lot more delights than visitors that are sweeping out the house violently. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm tired today. I picked my daughter up at the airport at 3 in the morning and then dropped her off 2 days later at 4 in the morning. So I've been missing some sleep. I'm going to take me a nap. But I just, when I heard this poem again, it just gave me joy. This thing that you're going through, it may seem like the worst thing that's ever happened to you, but it can be a blessing. Ultimately, you can turn something shattering and horrific into joy in the morning and a new delight. Thank you for watching today. I think my website is temporarily down. We've got a new website builder. She's running into some issues, but there are books on Amazon Kindle that you can get. My books on abandonment issues and shame and affair recovery. But also subscribe and meet us every other Tuesday night. Renda and I are going to do this show this Tuesday, and then we're going to go to an every other week format. So thank you for watching today. Those of you who want a enlightened witness to join you on your journey, Renda and I and the rest of Family Tree Counseling were available to do that via video hookup, where therapy really translates exceptionally well via video. So thank you for watching today, and God bless.